What's up YouTube, AUTOCON360 here back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F S.H.Figuarts Golden Frieza. So here we are, and there he is. Now this is a little bit of an older figure, came out back in 2015 when the movie did, but I found it on eBay for a good price, brand new, and with one of the event exclusives for this year being a repaint of this guy, I figured we would take a look at the older version because I do think it has the better paint job. It is a bit more accurate than the event exclusive. Don't get me wrong, that is still a good looking figure, but this one's just a little bit more accurate, so I preferred it over the event exclusive, and I also wasn't paying the prices people were selling that for on eBay, and I found someone who lowered their price because of the event exclusive, so it wouldn't be too rare, I guess you would say, anymore. So he lowered it for me, bought him for about 50 bucks, so about retail price, which was cool. And I'm very happy with him. Does have its faults, but we'll get into that later. First, we'll take a quick look at his packaging. So here we have his box. It is the older style of Figuarts boxes for the Dragon Ball Z line, with the kind of pixelated, like dotted comic book style picture there. Golden Frieza box just done in purple. Your official Toei Animation stamp, Funimation, and your images on the back. And bottom, don't choke on this, bluefin release. Top, picture on the side, and a continuation of that image from the front on the back. So let's crack this thing open and take a look at what we get inside. And of course, just like with every other Figuarts figure that I review, we're going to start off by taking a look at the instruction manual. So it just tells you everything that you get in the box and how to install it, so how to pop on the hands, how to pop on the tail, and the heads. So, yeah. So here we have everything that we get in the box, and something you're going to notice immediately is that is a much, much smaller amount of things than what came with the original and Resurrection F releases of Frieza. Just a very little bit of stuff, and even the new event exclusive comes with this exact same amount of stuff. So let's take a look at the heads first. And you have your standard head that does come with him in packaging. Just a mutual looking head. Nothing too bad. Nice magenta there on the face. It's coming across as a much darker purple. I'm not sure why it changed, but it changed when I angled the camera down. So it's going to change again when I raise it back up and put a face on him. So it is definitely more of a magenta color though. Nice metallic purple on the top, which for whatever reason is coming across as blue now. I don't know why, but whatever. And then we have a smirking head here, which is my personal favorite. Again, nice magenta, nice red eyes, nice metallic purple on the top, which is coming across as blue again. Whatever. And then we have a yelling head. Again, nice magenta for the face, nice deep purple in his mouth, and metallic purple on the top. And of course, great gold on all of these. And again, you have a laughing head with nice metallic purple on the top, nice gold, red eyes, nice magenta for the face, and deep purple for the mouth. And in terms of his hands, he does come with two-fisted hands, which is what he comes with in the box. And they are a nice magenta color as well. Matches the faces really well. Nails are painted nice. They are very shiny, which is something that's different from the event exclusive, is that they're deeper purple, and actually the event exclusive is closer to what you're actually seeing in the video. In person, again, they're more magenta colored, and then they're also not glossy like this, because I believe those are molded plastic, whereas these are painted. They also comes with two Key Blast hands, which again are more of a magenta color than what you're seeing now. This is definitely closer to what you see on the event exclusive, and again, nails are painted really nice. And finally, he comes with a hand with a finger pointing for death beams and things, even though he doesn't come with one, but if you have the regular Frieza, you can use those. And finally, he has his tail. It's a nice gold. Really like it a lot. So yeah. And really quick here, just going to show off how to install the hands, of course, just on a ball joint. Plugs right on, and works like a dream. And then coming down here to his butt, I'm going to plug in his tail. Just that simple, just peg and a port. And finally here we're going to put on his head. Just, again, ball joint, just plugs right on. It is a little difficult because of the shape of the head, but it is doable. There it is. So yeah, there you go. And here we have our Galactic Emperor looking great, nice and shiny. As this is easily my favorite part of this entire figure, is how he just reflects light. This is just gorgeous, and it's coming across even better on camera than it does in person. But I am still noticing the darker shade of purple in the camera, but like I said, in person, it is definitely more of a magenta color, as it should be, than the darker purple that we see in the viewfinder here and on the event exclusive. Now, the main differences in this and the event exclusive is the shades of gold and purple. I believe we get a similar metallic purple on him, but we get a darker shade of purple for the hands, the face, and the feet, and also a lighter shade of gold for, of course, his main body, his forearms, the bottoms of his legs, and then a little bit of a lighter gold for the arms and the legs, which is fine. It looks cool, but this is definitely more accurate to the film and the show. And I just love how it reflects light. Just look at that. Oh, man. It just looks great. We're taking a little bit closer look at this guy. It is still Frieza, so he's nice and sleek, just shiny now. My biggest issue with this guy is his height and his build. In the show and in the movie, when he goes golden, he beefs up a bit. Doesn't get any height, but he beefs up some. And this guy actually is a little bit shorter than the regular Frieza and is actually smaller build-wise. Like, his arms are smaller, his body's smaller, his legs are smaller. Pretty much everything is downsized by a little bit on this guy, which is really disappointing. He should have been a bit beefier. Hopefully in the future we'll get a 2.0 for this guy and not the event exclusive, like just a completely redone figure. That gives him a bit more mass. Because again, he should be a little bit beefier. But in terms of articulation, the head of course is on a ball joint and a hinge and swivel, so you can arrange that hinge however you want, get some expression out of him. His neck is also on a ball joint, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. It's working a little bit right now. Shoulders are on a ball joint, just like with regular Frieza. So you get a full 360 out of those. And of course, you do get hinge outward and hinge down. I do get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which on this arm, I believe, they're really tight, that top joint. Really tight. Looking pretty good. And of course, it's your usual Figuarts wrist. Hands are on a ball joint with the ability to change the coverage of the axis. And then your abdomen is on a ball joint. Doesn't give you much angle forward or back, which kind of sucks. And then your chest plate here is also on a ball joint. But mine's just like super tight. Doesn't really crunch forward very far. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not too bad. That's better than I've gotten before. Not much back. But his waist is also on a ball joint, so whatever crunch I can't get out of that ab joint, I can definitely get out of there. You have your older style pull down Figuarts wrist. Wow, Figuarts hips. So without it being pulled down, it does go forward that far. With it being pulled down, do get a bit more range there. And we'll go back a little bit, and with the pull down, we'll go back more. And then, of course, you have a double jointed knee, and the ankles are on a hinge and swivel, so you can do a full 360 at the ankle, and they hinge up and down, and you do get some nice ankle pivot. And of course, I didn't forget his tail. You do get a full 360 at the plug itself, so that's cool. Mine likes to force itself out. You do get a hinge that will go up that far and down that far. My hinge was really stiff when I got it. It has since loosened on me, so that's good. And you do get a full 360 at the base of the tail as well. And for comparison, here we have the S.H.Figuarts Vegeta 2.0. Here we have the man responsible for his death, Trunks. Here we have Gogeta. Here we have Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta. Here we have Broly. Here we have regular Frieza, which, as you can see just by looking at this, you can tell that Golden Frieza is smaller mold-wise. Like, even his legs are smaller, his body is smaller, his heads are definitely smaller, and the tails are definitely different as well. And, of course, finally, here we have him with the Mafex Deadpool. And for our final thoughts here, I thought I would put him in an epic pose with the Tamashii Nations aura effects to show off a little bit here. So, all in all though, really great figure, really happy to have it in my collection. This version in particular. Nothing wrong with the event exclusive, nothing against it. Really good way to get it now if you want it. But I do prefer this version. I just think his colors match the anime a bit better. I'm not a big fan of that paler gold that they're using for the event exclusive. I'm also not a fan of the darker purple. Whereas this one, perfect. Absolutely nails it. So, if you want one of your own, you can peruse eBay until you can find one for a good price like I did. And hopefully you can get it in your collection. So, as always, I'm AUTOCON360. Please subscribe, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at AUTOCON360. I'll put a link to my Instagram in the description below, as well as my Twitter, so that you can follow those. And if you subscribe, please turn on the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload. And yeah, so this is the Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F S.H.Figuarts Golden Frieza. And as always, I'm AUTOCON360, and I'm saying laters.